My name is Eincrou, and I'm the guy who is quitting YouTube to get on to better and bigger and better things, such as, well, I can't tell you what, but I'm not going to be doing YouTube anymore. So I'm doing this August farewell thing, and I always say that just in case somehow someone comes across this video and doesn't know what the August farewell extravaganza is. That's what it is, so. I'm going to be playing a game I purchased last night. It's called Might and Magic Clash of Heroes. Kind of a puzzle game with a big story around it. And, well, take a look at it. This is a Ubisoft published game that for some reason doesn't require Uplay. That's kind of nice. So I'm going to reload my game here. So I just tried recording. Spent half an hour recording this, but I literally couldn't do anything in the game because I kept trying to beat this boss fight that I just couldn't beat. So I'm going to instead just continue ahead with the main story. So the story with this game is the elves and the humans were meeting together in the forest, and then some demons, well, some elven and human leaders were meeting together, I should say. And then some demons appeared and slaughtered the leaders. But fortunately, my character went out, left the area to do something, so we survived. And now we're on a quest to fight the demons, because the demons are trying to trick the humans and the elves into getting into a war. Kind of reminds me of the story of Styx, Master of Shadows. Styx is a goblin trying to prevent some guys from creating a false war. Anyways, here we go with Might and Magic Clash of Heroes. It's not demons at all. Knights of the Griffin Empire attack the tree. So those are the humans. You can go get this. This is resources. You need resources to purchase elite units. And I'll explain all that again when as we continue on. That's the worst thing when having to re-record videos. Is you gotta say what you already said before, and you gotta try and remember what you said and didn't say. So this is a fight more up to my level. So I'm level 3 Griffin Knight. I should be able to defeat this guy pretty easily. Unlike the other boss I was fighting. Shoot, he gets to go first. There's actually a pretty big advantage in going first in this game. That move was completely stupid right there. But hey, I ain't gonna complain. Alright, so the purpose of this game is to match 3. And you can match 3 in 2 different directions. If you match 3 horizontally, you will create a defensive position. In other words, a wall, and that will help you block incoming enemy attacks. Now, if you match 3 vertically, from top to bottom, as the opponent has done here, you will be able to launch an attack, an offensive strike against the enemy. And what that does is, in the number of turns that it says right here, so in this case, 3 turns, you will do 3 damage. And damage, of course, can be mitigated on my side of the board by putting up walls, those defensive structures created by matching 3 horizontally, or my units that are there can absorb the damage. If they're idle units, I think they just absorb like 1 damage, but if they are units also in an attack formation waiting to do their attack, charging up, so to speak, then they will absorb much more damage. So I want to do something here that will allow me to prevent this attack, or at least reduce it. So what I'm going to do is, as you can see here, I've got 2 pixies lined up. Oh, and of course, matching. What does it can mean to match? Well, yes, you've got the colors, and that is the main way that you can, I guess, notice you're matching things, but it's actually not based on the colors itself, it's based on the unit type. So the bears are 1 unit type, the archers, the pixies, and then we have elite units as well. And this is an elite unit, the druid. I just got the druids, and they have a special ability when they are matched up. So what you have to do to match up is match up in the case of a druid, a yellow druid to be exact, match him up with yellow base units. And so I'd need another archer here to complete that one. And for the green druid, of course, I need green units, 2 green units behind him. And I would do that, of course, with my pixies. What I'm going to do here instead is I'm going to create a pixie group, offensive pixie group right here. And I'm going to do that by moving this, placing it there, and then if I right-click on this, I will remove this unit, which allows these 3 to match up. So if you look down here on the bottom bar, we've got the number 2. That means I have 2 actions left in my turn. And if I right-click this, that would normally be an action, but since it would normally be an action to remove a unit, but since it created a link, I get a refund on that action. So the purpose of this game is to deal damage to the opponent's health bar. So this green bar on the bottom here is my health bar, and the blue one is the opponent's. And the objective is for my attacks to get through any defenses that he's got and hit the health bar there. And once his health is reduced to 0, the game is over. Or my health. Well, the game isn't over, but the fight is over. And if I go to 0, the game is over. So it's kind of like Hearthstone, or Hearthstone for normal people who pronounce words normally. In that you have minions, and they do combat against each other, but the real objective is to get your opponent to 0. So what we're going to do for the rest of our turn is, as you can see, we've got a nice possibility of a link here, so we're going to remove that. And that actually created a wall as well. I didn't see that happening, but I guess that might be okay. So we've got this link. Now what I want to do with my remaining action points is create another yellow link with these archers, which will give me a chain. So I need one more. Actually, I can't do that, actually. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to prepare this druid. I'm going to get him ready for next turn. I can complete that and do the attack. But I'm going to create this here. Whoa, that actually created more walls, and I didn't see that coming. I really should see that, be able to see that stuff coming. Alright, so that created a incoming attack from the druid, which will go off in 2 turns. So I can summon reinforcements. Let's see what's going to happen on the opponent's side. So he linked up an elite attack there. Pretty nasty. I see. So his idle units block some of the damage, but I did get 2 damage through to the opponent's face. So then, the way that the units work in terms of how many you can have, it's kind of like matter itself. Units cannot be created or destroyed. They can only be reconverted into other forms. So these walls actually count as units, and there's a maximum number of units that I can have based on my character's level. And if any units are removed from the field for any reason, whether they get hit by an attack or they pull off an attack successfully, or they get turned into walls and I right click and remove the wall manually, whatever happens, whenever that happens and they're removed from the field, they go back into this reserve counter here, and I can use an action point to get those reserves back into play. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to finish off this that I started last turn, get that guy ready to attack. I'm going to create another wall because we got a big line of attacks coming right here. So what we're going to do is line these 3 up, and I will be able to negate a good amount of that damage. So I guess we'll prepare for another yellow right here. Okay, so he just got a link. And what a link means is that you got 2 groups just watch this real quick. Okay, 5 damage. What a link means is that you've got 2 groups of the same color that are going to attack on the same turn. And that allows them to do extra damage. So I need to summon some reinforcements, and I got barely anything on the field. We got another elite unit here. We can set that to go off, and with the Druid's special ability is if it hits an enemy on the other side, it increases their attack charge time. So that's useful because we've got an elite attack right there. We'll get that ready to go. Okay, so I want to set some things up for the next turn. Alright, so my walls completely block that, and the walls didn't even die, so that's really good. Alright, so this is cool. They just set up a chain between these 2 groups here, but when my druid goes off in 2 turns, or on my next turn, it's going to increase the casting time of this priestess, or cleric, or whatever. And so the link will be broken, so I don't need to worry about the link. But if I create this group here, I can reduce their damage when they do actually get their attack off. And I can sort of defend against, or I can protect against their attack by creating a group there. Another elite group. We had a link there. Cleared that. So it did enough damage to clear the whole row. It's pretty cool. So we got 1 move left. Set up this deer. So the deer is another elite unit, and its special ability is it can jump over enemy walls. Alright, so I took 2 damage, but thanks to all the defenses that were there, it was not too devastating. Oh, okay, this is really bad, because they just did a fusion by linking up 2 of the same type. And that's really gonna hurt. So I don't know how to... It's going to do 12 damage if it gets through. The problem is I've got that wall there that's going to prevent me from creating another wall that's going to block this off. So we're going to delete that wall, which takes an action point. Alright, good. So this wall is going to be a little bit more effective than I had originally thought. Now there's nothing to do except this. And I want to create another wall there. So I want to create another wall here. And I also want to create a pixie group so that's going to link up with my deer. Actually, no, it's not going to link up with my deer. Never mind. That cannot happen. Alright, so we've got 2 layers of wall there. And I should have done that differently. Oh well. So I can remove that wall. Oh yeah, that really hurt. Oh, I didn't notice that the opponent was healing. Shoot. we'll do that. And they shouldn't be able to get through the walls, so this group here should be fine to... oh no, they attack in one turn. These guys won't attack till next turn, so never mind. God, they got so many links. Oh, I won. Okay. So you can see this game is actually pretty damn strategic. Level up and I gain bonus to my attack for my pixies and my bears. My elite unit should also level up. Well, they don't level up, but they gain experience is what I meant to say. I hope this game's loud enough. It's kind of quiet. Count Carlyle says the elves use this tree to spy on us. He says you can see the fair lands of our home from the top. Come on. Saw with all your might. Let's bring it crashing down. We must stop these fools. Think of the pain they're causing the ancient tree. So let's head up there and bring these fools to justice. Stop the Griffin Sawmen from cutting down the Druid tree. Guys are level 5, but they've only got level 2 minions, so should be alright here. Also, for some reason this game uses 100% CPU on one core. Can't really understand that. Oh, so we've got something special going on with this scenario. It's interesting. Yikes. So many links. Alright, so I killed one of the guys. Oops. Okay, so I created a chain between these two bears and this druid. Druid. Okay, so I guess you have to aim directly for this. There's no actual health. No health bar to attack, alright. So that jerkwad is moved there. Now I can do a fusion attack right here. So you see how they join together? And you can actually do an infinite number of chaining of fusions. This is some pretty cool you can do at advanced levels of play. This guy's just kind of in the way. Just get him out of there. Ah, shoot. So the guy moves. So you gotta make sure you got a line of chains going here. Nailed him. So it's cool they got some alternate scenarios in the game as well. It's not just attack the enemy's health bar. That's pretty cool. So creative. So my Anwin leveled up to 5, and I gained 8 HP. Plus 1 to that. I actually don't know what that is. Not sure what that stat means, but this is my number of troops, so I can now have 28 power on the field. And that's what I was talking about with the matter cannot be created or destroyed. That's what it refers to. Okay. Some nice bonuses to my elite units. And I got some rewards that I can use to purchase more elite units. I don't know if I said this in this video, but elite units can die if you're not careful with them. If they get killed by enemy attacks, well, you lose them permanently, and you have to repurchase them at a store. So you gotta be careful with them. The war horn blows again. It's coming from the top of the tree. Must be Uni, the druid elder, who sounds the alarm. Come, Findon, we are needed. I can fight this guy for the treasure chest. I save my game though, just in case I fail. I don't get it with the CPU usage on this game. Single core 100% usage. Or permanently 90+% usage, I should say. Don't come any closer, leaf lovers, this treasure is ours. So we'll see how tough these guys are. Level 6, but should be able to handle it. Damn, he gets to go first. And he gets some nice links going. Gosh, dang darn it. Alright, so what have we got going on here? Anything cool I can do here? See, I don't have nice formations where I can create 3 right off the get-go. I think what I can do is so maybe I can create 3 off the get-go. Just need to be a little bit more aware of what's going on. So we actually got a link there. That's pretty cool. Basically just clear the enemy field rather than actually do very much damage to the opponent. I guess that's good enough. I want to move this guy. Oh, no. That was a mistake. I meant I want to remove him. Press the wrong button. Okay. Had some bad damage. First things first. Summon a new flock of dudes, and these are in really bad spots. I have to move them. Do anything there. So let's get that going. Oh crap! Didn't realize I only had one action point left. I should have removed this. Oh well. Do a good amount of damage. So we're gonna go for the fusion, since this is completely wide open. And we'll link these up. Yeah, he gets to do some damage. It'll be fine. Okay. So I want to use my Arrow Storm ability. I don't know if I mentioned it. I might not have. And we can use this to sort of clear the field a little bit and do some damage. So I can try to go for a fusion on the yellow deer here. Though the fight's going to be over before then, unfortunately. Because this deer here is going to do some work. Yeah. Great victory, friends. Barely any XP. Oh, one died? I didn't even notice. Whoops. Yeah, one of my deer died. Oopsies. Elder Staff. Increase the druid ability by 1 for each formation linked with that druid. So I guess that increases the amount of time that it delays the opponent. I don't really care about that right now. Alright, so I'm going to end this video here. That was a look at Might and Magic Clash of Heroes. Really cool game if you like strategery, or if you like match 3 puzzling. And I confess to being a fan of both. So, we're going to continue with these videos until the end of August. You might as well join me, because after that, it's done. I guess you could go through hundreds of videos that I've made in the past, but not the same thing as seeing what's new and what's coming out live and fresh. Or maybe it is. Because if you don't watch my stuff fresh, and you don't watch my stuff old, it's all the same, man. It's all the same. So goodbye.